In this video, we learn how to call Apex methods imperatively. So as we know, there are two ways. So in the previous videos, we have seen how to call the Apex method using wire. Now we'll see how to call the Apex method imperatively. But the question here is how we get to know when to use the wire service and when to use the method imperatively. So there are few points that you should keep in your mind when you are writing the code for imperative approach. So the first point is whenever you want to call a method that isn't annotated with cacheable true, which include any method that inserts, update or delete operation. So that time you go with the imperative approach. The second point is whenever you want to control the invocation. So wire always trigger on the page load basically. But if you want to take the control like on click of a button you want to call a service, then always go with the Apex in imperative approach. The other thing, whenever you want to work with the objects that aren't supported by UI interface API like task and event, that time you should go with this approach. And whenever you want to call a method from a ES6 module that doesn't extend lightning element, then also you can go with this approach. And the syntax is little different. This time you just call the Apex method, that is get account list, and it returns a promise. And the promise can be resolved using a then method. If it receives the success, it will come in the result. If it throws an error, the catch will catch the error and print the error. So let's go to the VS Code and implement this. And let's create a new component, call it as Apex imperative demo. Now, first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna call the method, and we're gonna use the same method that we have created for the previous demos. Under the account controller, I'm gonna use the get account list. So I'll import. The import syntax will almost same from Salesforce Apex, and our controller name is account controller and the method name is get account list. So now our method is available, and what we want is we want a button to be on the screen, and on click of this button we should call the method Apex method. So let's create the button. I want the variant brand. It will gives a blue color to a button. I'll say label call account method, and can add a handler. On click we'll say handle click, and we'll close our button. And what we can do here is can create the card quickly before this, and we'll give this title Apex imperative demo, and after this we'll just wrap some padding around the card, and within this we're gonna pass our lightning button, and on click of this button, let me format this. Yeah, so on click of this button we are calling the handle click, and handle click will create in the JS file. Now once it gets called, what we want to call this method. So the approach is call as a function, and it's a promise call, so it will return then, and then we'll receive the result. And if it is a single parameter you can ignore this bracket as well, and if it is failed the catch will catch the error, and we'll console the error. Here what we're gonna do is we'll store the account. What we're gonna do is this dot accounts equal to result, and we'll create a property accounts here, and we're gonna use this account and show on the HTML. But before that, let's print in the console the result first. So let's do console.log result. So this will tell us what kind of result is coming. Go to the terminal, and but before deploying this, we have to change the configuration. Let's quickly change the configuration. Make the is exposed to true and target to targets. Now let's deploy this. And it's deployed. Let's go to the org, edit the page. Let's place our component. Search for the component Apex imperative demo. Let's go to right side, save. Let's go back. So now you can see that button is there. Let's go to console. Here the console. Now let's hit the button, and now it gives the data immediately. And now we know there is no data or error, directly an array is coming. So let's store the data in this result into the accounts, this dot accounts, and go to HTML and we'll render this. Or for this rendering, we'll use the same pattern that we have used till now. So we'll create the card. First we'll check whether the data is there or not. So we'll say true. Don't do, if true accounts are there, then do this, otherwise don't do anything. And within this we'll run the loop. We are running the loop on the accounts. For item, we call it as count, and in this we're gonna create a div with a class slds box small, and we'll give the key to the loop. We'll say account dot id, and here we're gonna just print the name hyphen, we'll say account dot name, and let's see on click of the button the account records are rendering in the HTML or not. So let's deploy this. It's deployed. Let's go to the org, refresh the page, and let's hit the button. As soon as I hit the button, you can see all the accounts are coming that we are calling from the method. Account names are coming. So this is how your Apex imperative approach work. In the next video, we'll see how we can pass the param to a imperative approach. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.